As it stands right now, the Vikings at 3-1, they are the number 2 seed in the NFC. Not too shabby. And with the concerns that definitely do exist for the Vikings that should still be addressed, you can't be mad at the overall results right now ahead of Tampa and San Francisco with the 3 wildcard teams all 3-1. Beating Green Bay was huge and having the upper hand even with the same record. Now there's 13 more games to go. Anything can happen, but I really hope the Vikings can get at least a playoff game at US Bank Stadium. And I want to first start off by giving a shout out to the offensive line. That includes Garrett Bradbury, who's been more than average so far. He's been legit this season, consistently demonstrating an anchor in one-on-one battles. He's delivered. He's played so well to the point where, dare I say, I don't have to worry about him right now anyway. Before, I'd focus on 56 pre-snap. Okay, can you hold up your end of the bargain until the ball gets past the line of scrimmage? Okay, fine. Now it's to the point where I can appreciate the offensive line as a whole. The Vikings offensive line has been the best unit on the team, and it's not even close. Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill, they got worked on Sunday, but they'll bounce back. Chalk it up to Murphy's Law. Once in a while, even the best players have tough outings. Your favorite comedian has at least once bombed on stage. We've all had tough days at work, but it doesn't erase all the great that you've done before, nor does it mean you can't have success tomorrow. It was a blip. It happens. Brian O'Neill and Christian Darrisaw, they are excellent at what they do. The only critique I have for the offensive line, if we want to nitpick, is that Ed Ingram needs to get better in pass protection. That's it. And he's a rookie. So if that's all there is to bitch and moan about, knowing what the offensive line has been the last decade, we're in great shape. Adam Thielen, the quarterbacks that he's played with, Teddy, Sam, Case, Kirk, he's 32 years old, Adam Thielen is. He's seen it all, but guys like Thielen or Larry Fitzgerald, they can play as long as they want to, health permitting, because they've mastered the art of route running. When the athleticism dials down, maybe can't jump as high as your first couple of years in the league, you perfect the basics, which for a wide receiver is route running, and you can still be great. How many times these last 2 games, now that Thielen is getting the targets, how many times has Thielen broke off the defender, especially on the out routes? Thielen still producing is a big reason why the Vikings are where they are right now. And on defense, the cesspool that is the Vikings defense, the one bright spot, Za'Darius Smith, who on Sunday against the Saints got a sack in spite of playing just 24 snaps. Right now, he is on pace for 13 sacks, 25 TFLs for 2022. Love the energy that he plays with, and it's very evident that he enjoys playing for the Vikings, not just to get at Aaron Rodgers twice a year. He wants to be here, and I respect that. Lastly, Kevin O'Connell, to the point of one of the comments earlier this week, as stressful as these games have been watching the Vikings play, before O'Connell, go back and have the team play the first 4 games again. They lose more than once. And he's backing up the talk of being involved with the team. So when they score a touchdown, he's cheering, yay, Tiger Woods celebration. When a bad play happens, the offense, they come back to the sidelines. He's standing next to guys like Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson. Hey, what you see there? What went wrong? I think having an active coach is making all the difference in the world. Hell, it's an even bigger deal when you consider the problems that the team still has. But the Vikings are the number 2 seed in the NFC, a favorable schedule the rest of the way. Now against Buffalo, I want to see, damn it, the opposite of Philadelphia. Against elite teams, show that you belong on the field. And whatever happens after that, so be it. Comments. RJ McMusel, we need to trade Cook and pay Madison. Not that much of a drop in production, but a huge boost in cap space. Well, I can actually get behind the first part of your statement, RJ, in the sense that if the Vikings decide to trade either Dalvin Cook or Alexander Madison, it really doesn't matter to me one bit. As it pertains to the Broncos and the situation that they're in at running back, I think the Vikings can get a 3rd-round pick for Madison. But Dalvin Cook, the name alone, especially if he has a big game against the Bears on Sunday, you can get a 2nd-round pick for him. But here's where we differ. I'm not interested in paying Alexander Madison. When it comes to running backs, if I'm the Vikings, Justin Jefferson, he's going to get a fat-ass contract. Kirk Cousins, if you decide to keep him beyond next season, that's going to be more cap hits to work with. I'm only interested in running backs on rookie deals. So Ty Chandler got a lot of hype when the Vikings drafted him. Give him a shot. Or hell, give him competition. Select someone else, another running back in next year's draft. Next comment by David Knight. Need Asamoah in on some blitz packages. Dude is explosive as hell. I agree. It boggles the mind why Brian Asamoah has played in literally 0 defensive snaps so far, especially with the way that the defense look. They need all the help that they can get. Has anybody asked Ed Donatel or Kevin O'Connell, for that matter, he is the head coach after all, has anybody asked the Vikings coaching staff, why has Brian Asamoah not played on defense yet? Okay, and even if they do give an answer, the follow-up question is, when is he going to be on the field? I agree. He needs to play. Last comment by Joey P. Broncos just signed Latavius Murray. Well, okay, that doesn't mean anything. No team in a desperate situation at running back, even after signing Latavius Murray, is not saying to themselves in the front office, oh, thank God all our problems are solved. Nobody's doing that. After all, Latavius Murray, even though he just played on Sunday against the Vikings, was on the Saints practice squad, went back to the practice squad, and that's how the Broncos ended up with him in the first place. They're still in a big hole at running back, the Denver Broncos are. So whether it's Dalvin Cook or Alexander Mattison, they need to make a trade ASAP.